Yo, welcome to the motherfucking neighborhood. Welcome to the motherfucking neighborhood. If this is your first time in the neighborhood, I ain't gonna even give you no instructions. Fuck it. I'm not with the shits today. I'm just doing a new moon and not a new moon, but a new, I'll take it a new moon, but the full moon in Libra check in. I want to see how y'all doing. How y'all doing? I feel like I feel like a lot of people really not doing the work. A lot of people not being active participants in their life, and nobody listens to me. Nobody ever listens to me, and then they come back on the back end and be like, I should have listened to you. Listen, this is the let go or be dragged moon. Let go or fucking be dragged moon. With that, I'll say, so, and like I said, like for me, I think it's more mind frames yesterday. Like, and the thing is, it's not hard. It's not like I'm not going through nothing, but it's a lot of toxic mind frames and thoughts and habits that I have that I absolutely have to let go of. Yesterday, like I told y'all, like in one of the readings that I did in the last 2 days, I was like, I said X, Y, and Z gonna happen, and X, Y, and Z is happening around me, but it's really not happening to me. And for me, like my distractions are certain things, and so one of the things that I have to learn how to do is sit still and really do nothing. And that's really hard for a person who want to fix everything and want to save every motherfucking body. That's hard for me. It's hard for me to watch the people I love around me go through things and deal with things. But sometimes they have the only thing that can save them is themselves. The only thing that can fix them is themselves. So like you never know how you're indirectly affected by the things around you. Like your test gonna look different from other people's test. Hello, somebody. And another thing I want to talk to y'all about real quickly was, I understand why people stay in toxic relationships. I understand. I absolutely get it. It's an addiction. It's like a fucking drug. Like it is. Because I'm laying in the bed last night, and like last night I really wanted somebody to hug me. I really wanted somebody to kiss on me. I really wanted somebody to squeeze me and be like, you won't have to go through this alone. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to deal with this. You don't have to fight this. You don't have to, like, bitch, I felt like I was going through a spiritual detox. And I talk to y'all, if y'all ain't never detox nothing, you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you ever detox some shit, I felt like Ray Charles in that room, and I was going through like a spiritual detox, and I just cried myself to sleep because I wanted to run back. Actually, I did. I'll be honest with you. I tried to run back to the fuck boy Ashton, and luckily I called him, he didn't answer the phone. But I think that was like for the best. Like that was like the nail in the coffin for me. That was like, oh, so you really are a fuck ass, hoe ass, bitch ass, dog ass nigga. You know, you really are. Like, you are what I thought you wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the reality. And that sent me on a spiraling train of thought that I needed to go down, that I needed to experience, that I needed to, because I wanted a non-judgmental friend to talk to. And then I started going through all of my list of people and was like, fuck this person, fuck this person, fuck this person. I really wanted to call everybody and say, hey, by the way, fuck you. But I know and I understand what's going on with the energies right now. So I just was like, this ain't the time or the place. Yesterday, I learned something about a Cassimi. It's when a planet is in direct conjunction with the sun. But so certain planets when they're in direct conjunction with the sun overbears it and it loses its power. But the Cassimi is a rare thing that happens where the planet is not overbeared by the sun, and it keeps its power. So Venus is in Cassimi with the sun right now, and that's a whole new thing. And so right now, Venus is going through but what the Cassimi is doing, the conjunction with the sun, is it's causing Venus to be torn down and reborn, and remade. So, but as long as it's in that Kazemi, it's going through that transformational phase. And when it gets at least 15 degrees away from the sun, that's when the results of the rebirth will start to be evident. But until it gets those points away from the sun, that far away from the sun, then you're still going through the Kazemi, or the effects of the Kazemi. So I'm gonna see if I can find the young man. Because I didn't, that's something that someone taught me, not something that I just came up myself. Y'all know I just be studying astrology. So for me, that's interesting because one is, it'll be interesting for any Libras or any Taurus, because Venus rules fucking Venus and Taurus. They're Venusian planets. So my Libra moon and anything that has to do with Taurus, which I have Uranus is in Taurus, so that's all kinds of, it get deep here, because Uranus is in Taurus, and so with Uranus being in Taurus, Uranus is already to fuck shit up and leave planet, and it's in Taurus, and Taurus is under a transformation itself. So like Uranus is in my second house, and and it's in Taurus, so that's something with that is already a fuck shit up, and it's already in conjunction with Aquarius, so it's just like some very powerful changes and evolutions are going on right now within myself, in various aspects of my life, in my public image, and the things that matter to me, the things that I consider wealth to me. It's some crazy changes going on, and as I say this, it starts to make sense to me, in some very unorthodox ways with that fucking that Saturn Uranus conjunction. And bitch, I feel like a MMA fighter that just got knocked the fuck out. So I need to rest, and that's all I could do right now. All I could do is nothing. All I could do is sit down and rest my fucking nerves, because it's a lot of fucking changes. And if y'all knew personally what was going on, like in my family and shit like that, like you'll be like, oh shit, bitch, how you not out for the count? You know what I'm saying? But I understand what's going on around me, so that's a thing too. And like I woke up this morning and like I'm surrounded by fucking idiots. Like I sit and I look at the people around me and I'm like, y'all don't even, like, you're not doing the fucking work. You putting fucking lipstick on a pig, like you ignoring the shit, and then you'll be confused and wondering why shit ain't changing for your life, because you're not doing the fucking work. I'm surrounded by fucking idiots, but I had to take a step back and say to myself, that was you. And I was like, now that you can see, now that you like literally now that you can see, you can't look down on other people who can't see. That's not who you are. That's not what you have this ability for. Like if you think of yourself as a shaman or a spiritual guide or something like that, then you can't frown upon people who fucking can't see, because at some point you couldn't see too, and you was in the same spot as them. So you have to have compassion. But right now, like as I go through this process, it's best for me to keep my energy away from other people, because I have compassion for you, but I gotta have compassion for a lot of people from a distance right now, because I gotta deal with myself. I have to spiritually fix myself. I'm spiritually evolving even more. And it's just like, bitch, I just thought I finished, you know what I'm saying? But the process, I got a tattoo in the middle of my back that say constantly evolving. Bitch, words matter. And it's so crazy because astrologically, that's my Scorpio rising. Oh, let me find this, because I do not want to steal this man work. He's a very interesting astrologer. I only watch him sometimes, but one of the things that drew me to him is he had a video, and I guess he has kids. His name is he got some crazy ass fucked up name. Akatuya Bava Das, ACYUTA-BHAVA, last name DAS. That's his YouTube name. But he's the one who talked about the Kasimi and the so on top of the Kasimi we have so I also learned that, and I should have known this, but I'm learning astrology. So when the sun is completely opposite the moon, that's when we have a full moon. So when it's the same degree but on the opposite side of the moon, that's what it is. So first off, Aries will be in his detriment in Venus, and so that makes sense because Aries is at Venus right now, and that makes sense. So it's all kind of crazy shit. So the full moon. So right now the sun is at 8 degrees, it's Aries, and the moon at 2 o'clock today will be at 8 degrees Libra, and that's how we get full moons. And so there's that. And so that's an astrological energy as well. When two planets are opposite each other, it's like a resistance. It's like taking two magnets and trying to push them together. Two magnets of the same makeup, because you have one magnet that has that's negative, one magnet that's positive, and those two magnets pull together. But then you have, so that's what I would think about when we have things that are conjunct. They all help each other out, they all link together. But when you have two things that are opposite, they push against each other. So we have a sun in Aries and a Libra, a moon in Libra, and so it's all kinds of like things that we're trying to force together that we can't, and we're called to look at those things and see why they don't work. That's how I look at that. So that's what I've really been doing. So we got all of this shit going on in the sky right now. We got a cluster fuck orgy in the sky right now. People talk about we don't have any fucking planets in retrograde. Thank God, bitch. Because if the fucking planets was in retrograde with all this sky orgy fucking going on right now, niggas will lose they shit. Niggas will really be trying to fuck it off they stuff. For real, for real, for real. But this what it look like, bitch. So what I'm doing is, I saw something that says take a break from your regular routine. What I'm trying to do right now is take a break from my regular routine. Right now, I usually be at the gym. I usually be up and at them. I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing for nobody right now but my motherfucking self. That's the best love. That's the best form of self-love. Like, this is what being intentional is about. And I can't enforce that enough. Like, I took this weekend to say, okay, what the fuck in my life needs to change? What the fuck am I not addressing? What the fuck is being brought to my attention that I'm looking at or overlooking? What things or what habits am I falling back into, and how has that affected me in my past? How as I go through and try to delete some things out of my phone, I'm just scrolling through looking at how all of these people be talking to me, and I be like, why do people feel like they could talk to you like that? But it ain't their problem, it's my problem. Like, why do I, it's something that I'm doing if they feel like they could fucking talk to me like that? You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm just on some other shit. And so he said the Cassimi should like the Venus should be out of Cassimi with the sun by mid-May. So by mid-May, there should be a flip of emotions. But so to especially all my Taurus and Libra moons, Taurus and Libra suns and Taurus and Libra risings, expect a change in your life in the next 2 months. Expect it to be like a flip-flop, because if you're going through something spiritually, mentally, or emotionally, like, it's something spiritual going on with you, and you don't really fucking know it. You don't understand. You don't even understand that the sky is affecting your insides. You just probably wondering what the fuck is going on. Why am I feeling this way? Why am my emotions are like suddenly changing, or my appearance, or the way I'm perceived, or the way people perceive me. Be intentional. Know what the fuck going on in your life. So that's going on. And so it's going on in levels. It's like inception to that shit. And I just need to rest, because I don't have no patience. And like, I understand like a broke clock right twice a day. Like, when Jack in the Box used to be so fucking confused with me about why wouldn't I just, why is it so hard for you to get up and leave? Or why is it so hard for you to let shit go? Or why is it so hard, especially if that thing is hurting you? And I was like, you just don't understand. Now I understand why he was just like, oh, you stupid. That shit is stupid to you. But what I understand is you can't tell people that shit's stupid, because they gotta see. Like, he could see. I ain't know he could see, but in the same sense, I couldn't take shit from him, because he was still doing fucked up shit that was in his life. Like, I'm stupid, you stupid too then, bitch. Because I don't understand why you still doing the same stupid ass shit you fucking doing. Hello, somebody. That was my issue with that. That's out of that's a side note, but that's how I feel. Like, you just as fucking stupid as me. You probably stupider than me, because what you don't know is I'm working on my fucking self, but you consistently in the same fucking thing, and you pretending like you fucking happy. But that ain't none of my motherfucking business. And that's the thing too. That ain't none of my motherfucking business. For the next couple months, my only question gonna be to people is anybody dead that we wasn't already expecting to die? No, then I don't want to fucking talk about it. Like, I don't care what the fuck they going through. I don't give a fuck what you going through as an individual. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Right now, me. It's all about me. It's all about fucking me. And I keep saying that, and I feel like I'm getting even more selfish. But now I'm getting even more selfish because I gotta take care of myself. Because listen, this shit not easy. I tell you, it's like detoxing. It's easier to go back to some toxic shit than to actually deal with the shit that's in hand. It's easier to go ahead and hit that fucking crack pipe than it is to stop hitting that crack pipe. It's easier to stay in a toxic relationship where at least you get some love from somebody than to do everything by your fucking self. But it feel better. Cause right now is one of them times where I would really love to be around somebody that fucking loved me. But bitch, I'd be damned if I go back to some toxic ass, hoe ass, dog ass shit. You out of your fucking noggin. I'd be by myself. I'd be my own best friend. I'd take care of myself. I hugged myself and rocked myself to sleep last night. And I got up and I was perfectly fucking fine. And I do that every day for the rest of my life before I ever go back to some toxic ass shit. And I pray that God keep protecting me and keeping me away from toxic shit that I try to go back to. Hello, somebody. Because sometimes I don't know. Sometimes, like, I get weak, you get weak. Sometimes you just want that little hit. Sometimes you just want that little hit because sometimes it feel like it get too much, but it ain't too much. God saved you. God be like, what the fuck is you doing? But we all have weak moments. So detoxing spiritually, bitch, is just as bad. And sometimes you detox so many different things, but I just realized, like, toxic relationships are addictive. That's an addiction. What's your addiction? Some people addiction is staying in something just because they need to feel that love. They get that little They don't want to go through this process. They don't want to wake up in the morning and look like this. They don't want to be by themselves. They don't want to go through shit by themselves. Fuck that shit. I'm going to just go through this shit by myself, playboy. I'm cool. So glad you didn't pick up that fucking phone last night. Because I probably wouldn't. I probably would have got back on the phone with you and realized you was stupid. Still a dog ass nigga. And you wasn't my friend. You know what I'm saying? But it's things that have to happen to us to show us these things. So, and we all have moments of weakness, and I don't feel bad about that shit. Last night I did. I was like, why would you call him? Because you know he already fucked that shit. That's what I felt like fucking doing. I just had to see for my fucking self. I don't feel bad about that shit. So there's that. So how y'all doing? Is y'all doing the work? And like I said, ain't nothing wrong. I'm Gucci. My family Gucci. But they growing. And just like any parent who does not love to see that, does not like to see their child growing up and having to feel the growing pains of life, that's how any person who really love anybody in their family feel. I don't want to have to see my family grow up sometimes, but I do, and I gotta take that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to see my friends grow up and go through pain, but I do. And the thing is, I gotta let them, because if I don't let them, then they not gonna ever learn, and they gonna keep repeating the same cycle. And it's just like my parents used to say all the time, this hurt me more than it hurt you. I promise you. And that's how I feel. This hurt me more than it hurt you to watch you to do this shit in the know and to be aware. But because I am aware, this is what trust in the universe look like. It look like sitting my stupid ass down when I don't want to sit my stupid ass down, watching shit that I don't want to watch, or not watching shit, or just focusing on me. Holla at your bitch in May. Holla at me in May. Then I might be good. But before then, like, I don't want to talk. It's best for me to just be quiet, because, like, I got this Venus fire, and then fucking Mercury and fucking Pisces, and they don't like to be there either. That's some old emotional shit, and it's some old logical shit. And my fucking I got Mercury in my 10th house too, and that shit in Pisces. I'm just like, they fighting with each other. It's just a lot of shit going on right now, and I understand, but I still don't. Just because you understand some shit don't mean you gotta like it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit here and find me some funny ass shit to watch. I got me a little catfish sandwich, bitch. Look, I look beat. I got me some fucking tea with some fucking turmeric in it, bitch. Some fresh turmeric that I had to use a fucking paper bag to cut up because I used that shit yesterday. And fucking dyed my nails fucking orange. And then on top of that, this fucking stupid ass, cheap ass dye got my motherfucking hands. Then dyed my motherfucking fingernails, my fucking French tips, fucking pink, bitch. I'm just, and I still, so I'm gonna sip my tea with my pepper, with my, I'll read y'all this quote. I'm gonna sit on this fucking couch. I'm gonna rest my nerves like my mama Banks would tell me. And I'm gonna be at peace and I'm gonna trust the universe. Like that card said yesterday, just because we don't think, just because it don't look like what we think it should look like, don't mean that all of our dreams aren't being fulfilled. We have to understand that in order for there to be new, there must be complete destruction of the old. Bitch, who wanna watch the old be fucking destructed? Me, not me. Bitch, I'm going through a destruction phase. Bitch, in order for there to be the new feelings, the fucking old feelings must be destructed. Bitch, I'm losing it right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and let it be fucking destructed. Because I understand that if I want something new, this has to fucking happen. It gotta fucking happen. It gotta come down. It gotta, the way it all falls down. This shit gotta fall down. And people don't want their shit to fall down. They holding on to that shit. I let go or be dragged because it's gonna fall down whether you want that shit to fall down or not. And if you're not careful, you're gonna be fucking crushed by the fucking rubble, bitch. You're gonna be to kill your own self. But that's neither here nor there. My stomach bubbling. I'm about to go take another shit and fucking rest my nerves. I don't know if I'm going to the gym this week. I might not. I got a motherfucking massage tomorrow, that part, and then we gonna go from there. Right now I'm taking everything one day at a time. This Libra moon, cause yeah, I gotta go to the fucking, I'm about to run to the bathroom. That fart was like a short, bitch. So I'm about to go do that. And I'm about to get my life together because I don't have time for it. I just really don't have time for it. I pray that God, like, help me and help you through whatever it is that you motherfucking going through. I hope that this Libra moon, I hope that you are actually doing the fucking work. I hope you're actually doing the work and taking time for yourself and taking care of yourself, especially if you Libra sun, moon, or rising, Taurus sun, moon, or rising, and whatever your Venus is in your chart. And that part, like I said, is anybody who wasn't already dying dead? And that's it. I'm like, other than that, don't call me. Don't call me. Don't talk to me. Just leave me alone. I'm going through something spiritual right now. I don't want to talk. So, that part. So, pause. Let's talk about how that actually was a short, bitch. Listen. I gotta get my fucking life together. When it be like that sometimes. But I wanted to hop back on here and want to give you a little laugh. Like, it's funny, it's funny, but it's just funny, but it's true. Sometimes you gotta short. Like, if you don't almost shit on yourself at least 3 times a day, it is what it is. I got IBS. I ain't fucking explaining myself to y'all. But I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. Now, you see what I did there? I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. Thank God I got leather couches, bitch. Be like that sometimes. Second, it says, personal growth lies within the unknown. Courage permits you to explore that space. Courage permits you to explore that space. What are or aren't you fucking exploring? This is what trust in the universe or God or whatever it is that you believe in look like. It look like taking time for yourself, taking moments for yourself. Oh, and I wanted to show y'all my nails. Like, I don't know if y'all can see how fucking pink they are. They still cute. But bitch, like, see this nail just pink. But it is what it is. But this is where I'm at on my. That's why I had to hop off real fast. I was like, this feels squishy, my boy. Like, was that because you know you had them solid poops and they, but nah, that was a short. Bitch. I've been fucking kale and I mean not kale salads and shit, but I also been eating brownies and shit. So I don't know. My life is a short. That part. So. Like, are you doing the work? And what work are you doing? Don't, like I feel this now so that I can be even more freer. Like, I gotta let go of a whole bunch of shit. This is so many tundras right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta let go of so much shit. That's so funny. That's funny as fuck to me. That's funny as fuck to me. I'm human, bitch. And the purpose of these videos is to show you just how fucking human I am. Just how fucking human I am. And so right now I'm letting go. I'm letting shit go. See what I did there? I'm letting shit go. I'm letting things go. I'm recognizing, letting them come up. I'm sitting with them. I'm feeling them. In order to heal it, you gotta feel it. But one thing I won't ever do is go back to a toxic relationship. It'll be like going back to caffeine after I've been away from it for so long. I'm not doing it. So like, what your spiritual detox look like? And it's Business Savvy Sunday, and I wanted to talk about some business savvy shit, but I'm not there yet. Y'all get some. I'm gonna just write shit down, and when spirit tell me it's time to come back, it's time to come back. But this new moon energy, it start today. But listen. Listen, I tell y'all, get y'all spiritualists, get y'all astrologists, and it's just like now that I'm deep into astrology, or I'm trying to get deeper into astrology, a lot of people like everyday horoscopes bother me now. And now I understand when astrologists or to see that shit, or when people ask about, you know, like when you have like the compatibility things, that shit annoy me, because it's like, it's actually a lot deeper than that. It's a lot deeper than that. But it's like anybody who like watched a lawyer TV show. Like, if you never went to law school, you don't understand. But people see differently through the different lenses they have. I just have an astrologer pair of eyes. Everybody doesn't, so they don't know that. And some people have, I was telling Corey, he has a PR pair of eyes where I don't have that. I have a legal pair of eyes, whereas he don't have that. So, but I have a spiritual pair of eyes that a lot of people don't have. So I can see a lot of shit a lot clearer, a lot clearer. I always say I know too much. I really do. I know a lot more than I fucking want to know. But that's I think it's a scripture. People say that people think the more you know, like the more peaceful you are. No, the more you know, like heavy is the head, bitch. Heavy is the fucking head, and people don't get that shit. Like, but the more you know, the more responsibility you have. And because I know I can't treat people, I can't be like, oh, you stupid, even when I want to, because when somebody did that shit to me, I hated it. But now I understand. Now I get his point of view, even though his point of view is kind of null and void, because he was still doing stupid ass shit too. But now I get it. So right now I'm trying to weave empathy into the things that because now I'm aware, or now that I'm enlightened, I have to be empathetic in that. In my enlightenment. And a big issue with people who become enlightened is they talk down to people and they treat them like they dumb. Nah, that ain't how this work. That ain't a safe space. So y'all bear with me as I work through this enlightenment that I have, this newfound enlightenment that I have, so that I can be of the most benefit and the most service to other people. But before I could be service to anybody else, I gotta make sure that my foundation is strong. And right now, my foundation is being torn apart so it can be rebuilt. So if my foundation ain't strong, I can't help nobody else's foundation. And I need to heal. I need to get this under wraps a little bit more sooner than later, or at least stable enough for me to do some other shit. So that part. So I'm really gonna just be taking care of myself, and I really implore other people to do the same. You may not just, okay, put it like this, like the Leo King said, like when you get a tan, you might not be able to see the sun rays, but they still causing your skin to tan, right? That's how astrology is. You might not be able to see the energies, but they still affecting your fucking life. Hello, somebody. So with that being said, while I'm getting this spiritual tan, detoxing tan, because this is the perfect time to go get the perfect spiritual tan and detox, that's what I'm gonna do. This is the perfect time to get all of that shit out. That's what I'm gonna do, because these energies gonna be gone and people gonna be like, let go or be dragged. And so whether you want it to happen or not, it's gonna happen. But if you can guide yourself through it and walk yourself through it, instead of having that rug pulled out from under you, then do it. Right now, we can't control everything, but but when God give me the opportunity to address it, I'm going to address it. I learned to do that. I learned to address it, because when he addresses it, it's a lot different. When he got to do it for you, it's a lot different. Let go or be dragged. Hello, somebody. Let go or be dragged, bitch.